I got a lot of feedback and was really, really blown away by it. We've been working out Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. Dove has been in charge. She does a really good job. She's kind of scary. It's definitely hard to get up. I don't look forward to it, but then I'm glad I did it. Mostly glad I did it when it's all done. We work down in our basement. We got our exercise equipment down here. Towards the end there, I felt like I was gonna throw up, so I had to skip a couple of the ab exercises. Eden made us some bacon and spinach and cheese and onion omelets that are really good. There's a storm coming in.
Man, look at this. Raindrops are coming right now. When the heck is the coffee done?
You'll hear the timer. Rainier has been going potty all by himself now. Only pee though. Number 2 is still elusive. I have to hide these up here, otherwise he sneaks them. All right, Rainier, what color do you want? Blue. You want blue? All right.
Blue.
Pretty soon.
What did you find out here? Is that by the gazebo?
Yeah, I saw.
Look at that. That guy's so cute.
I saw him I saw a lump. And it was
I wonder where it came from. All right, be careful. He doesn't fall off the edge.
Hi, girl.
Hey, what are you doing out there?
I'm collecting leaves for the turtle.
You're getting leaves for the turtle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Are you getting wet?
Eden is making dinner tonight. Looks like spaghetti and broccoli with plenty of Parmesan cheese, definitely.
And some footage. Yeah.
Ben and I are going out on a date tonight. We're gonna ride bikes to, I think, pizza. Alright, I'm going to do a follow-up video about this post that I posted 3 weeks ago about me feeling like a failure. I got a lot of feedback and was really, really blown away by it. I was expecting some, not this much. There's so much. So I'm gonna read some comments and respond to them the best I can. This one says, Dove, I applaud your courage and humility to publicly air a shortcoming. You're a natural vlogger. You should create a spin-off channel and monetize it as well. Maybe start out at 1 video a week and grow it from there. I haven't looked at these comments that my dad chose from the comment section, so this is kind of funny that he chose this one. Thank you. That's actually pretty encouraging because I feel like, I don't know, out of all of us, there's a lot more interesting people to film in our family, I feel like, so I'm glad you thought, I don't know, that's encouraging. This is the best thing to happen to Dove. Dove is an adult and sitting home doing a job she really doesn't like, benefits no one. This actually shows maturity on her part that it is time to explore jobs outside the home. Even if jobs are minimum wage, it helps you figure out what you want to do in life, plus meeting all sorts of people. Also, you're free to keep switching jobs till you find what you like. This is not about money, it's exploring new horizons and getting out into the world. My daughter did the same thing. She just did not know what she wanted to do. She worked several minimum wage jobs and actually left jobs because it was not a fit. She finally ended up doing childcare and is now studying to be a teacher. One thing I want to say is, I guess it is the whole failure post thing that I did and what I talked about and how I've been feeling is sort of tied in with me getting fired, but I want to say that I felt these feelings before that. Yeah, I kind of felt it. I'm pretty sure I felt it my entire life, but it's just heightened now that there just seems to be more pressure with certain things, and I got fired from that job. But I really like this approach, and I really agree with this, like people being suited for different jobs and not everyone being good at one job or something like that. In my opinion, the topic with Dove is something you should be talking about in the family, not in public. My feeling was that the whole scene with her apologizing and saying it wasn't her fault was really humiliating for her and not at all necessary. It seemed to me as if the dad just wanted to make a point. I think parents should protect their children from the reaction of all these people who will watch this, maybe even future employers. Even if she agrees to do it, it's just my opinion. But it hurt me seeing her speaking and feeling uncomfortably after her siblings were so enthusiastic about their new job. This comment has 68 likes, so that's interesting. I partially feel this way, like about myself. It is humiliating, but I don't know. I feel like it was just worth it to me because, I mean, the feedback that I've gotten of like how other people my age and other people not my age have felt the same way and they could relate to me, I think has made it worth it. I don't know. I hope to just look back at that vlog and at that time that was humiliating and like just a very crappy feeling time, and feel hopefully different, and just I want to remember how I felt, and I think that's the best way, and I think it helped more people than it hurt. And as for hurting or like potentially sabotaging future jobs, I mean, this is of course me saying this now, but I kind of, if they see that, if future employers see that and they don't hire me because of seeing that, I don't really want to be hired by them. I'm only a few years older than Dove, and I remember being exactly like her. Now I'm in college, have landed several jobs and internships, and have a great work ethic. However, when I'm home, I still have a hard time completing tasks my parents asked me to do. Maybe working with family just isn't the right fit. It never was for me. Working outside the family business isn't always a bad thing. Maybe Dove can create her own channel, come up with her own branding, and maybe even get music involved. Or even make videos about running or book reviews. Of course, I don't know the full situation, but I've always been in a mindset that work for family isn't necessarily an indication of work ethic. I still feel that parents telling me to do something makes me want to do it less, even today. Yeah, I agree that it's not the only indicator, just like any job like isn't a solid indicator of like if you're good at working at all. Some of these comments are implying that I just wasn't like a good fit, and maybe that's true, just like with like butting heads, but I kind of think I would have been fine. I think I just lack discipline, and that's something I need to learn, and hopefully getting fired has taught me that I need to crack down on that. But yeah, maybe it is not a good fit, I don't know. If my parents treated my family life and family regular activities as a job, quote unquote, or treated our family as a quote-unquote business in any way, I probably would have resented them. This is your family, this is their safe place. Yeah, they should have to abide by some rules, etc., but there shouldn't be a business expectation from them. So many things that happen in this family makes it seem like you make them earn their keep. I get that you don't have a traditional family, and if that works for you and your kids are happy and healthy is great. But adding new ways like this for your kids to fail and disappoint you is so wrong to me. This is interesting because I almost feel like, at least in the homeschool world, we were like the only family who wasn't paying kids to like do chores. What was the thing for a while was we would have chores and we would get allowance, but the allowance was in no way tied to the chores. We would get allowance every week. If we broke a rule, now there's no rules, but if we did something, anything that was just like, I don't know, just the punishment is taking away money, because that's how my parents have found is the most effective. And as we've gotten older, like timeouts and like spankings, of course, aren't really, like, they don't suit it. And there is grounding, but even that, it's just taking away the money that they gave us has been the simplest. It might not be like the best. As for like disappointing parents and it being like a safe place and stuff, yeah, I think it can get confusing treating like the vlog as a job, but like I see there could be like cons to it, but I also see there's like a lot of pros. I mean, we don't have to go anywhere to work. We work right in home. We're all working on something together. It's like a team thing. It's like a unique job that suits us perfectly, and we learn from it as well. It's kind of like our school in a way, which I would say that if you are being homeschooled at your home and you didn't do like you didn't get super good grades, and there would be disappointment from, I don't know, I would say it's kind of the same. You just aren't getting paid for one and you are for the other. But yeah, it's hard disappointing anyone at home or not at home, I feel like. If that makes sense. Dove could benefit from some counseling. She seems super in her head, which isn't bad at all, but she could maybe learn ways to communicate her feelings and emotions in a way that is beneficial to her. I went through a similar phase in my life, and I acted and spoke just as she did in this video when I was having trouble processing my feelings. I have gone to counseling. Well, I've had like 2 counseling sessions, and I did benefit a lot from it. Yeah, and I have noticed and I am aware that I am a very, like, I don't know what you'd call it. I just think a lot. So I don't know what that means in terms of like, do I need to get it out? Probably. But like, do I need to get it out and like have someone speak back advice to me? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to a counselor. It costs a lot of money though, I think. I find it messed up that Dove has done this for 2 years non-paid, then gets fired, and now you're going to pay Eden to do it. You didn't give her a chance to fix her past shortcoming, knowing that it was a job and that would be paid. Has Eden done any of this in the past? So the 2 years Dove did this job, she did it for the family vlog, and now Eden gets to do it as a job. Yeah, it kind of sucks. That's the way it panned out. I do think if I had known that like we would have gotten paid, like, I don't know what it was, like 2 weeks after I got fired or something, I do think I would have tried or like gotten the vlog up on time or whatever it was that got me fired. I also feel like it shouldn't have to be that way. Like I should have just still done it even if I wasn't getting paid. I don't know. I feel like it's like, yeah, it's sucky, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm the victim. Like, I could have just done it. What? 3rd to watch it, 3rd to like it, 3rd. Congratulations. Why did you put these comments on here? One of the things I'm supposed to answer is, what do I do now that I am 18 and I've come to terms with how I feel about myself and feeling like a failure? And the truth is, I don't know. I was just talking about this with someone today about how I feel like everyone my age, not everyone, but a lot of kids my age like have a plan for 30 years in the future and they got all their shit together, and it's just like they know what they want to do. And maybe that is true, but I kind of feel like they might be like not being super honest with themselves, but maybe, I don't know. So I kind of feel bad, like people are like, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do with your life? And I'm like, I know what I want to do right now, and I know what I want to do with my life, kind of. I barely even know that. I just don't know what's going to happen, and really anything could happen. I don't want to be like lazy either and just be like, oh, anything could happen, go with the flow, blah, blah, blah. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity. Like, I don't want to just sit still. I want to pursue things that I'm interested in. I don't know what that balance looks like. Cool, that's it. Maybe I will start a YouTube channel. I don't know. Can't really fire yourself from publishing your own vlogs, can you? We'll see. See you guys tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Just kidding, you don't have to do that.